Afternoon, guys. It is a beautiful Saturday today, and I'm working on a couple of things. I'm gonna drop off this power bank offering. It's really fucking hot. I don't know why my car is so fucking hot. I don't know if you guys can hear me with the windows down, but man, I just can't. I just like really believe in this new project that I'm working on. It's really exciting stuff. It's a lot of work because it is an entirely new startup. But all of the lessons that I'm learning from building my current one, and all the lessons I'm continuing to learn of, like, you know, operations, and how I'm probably not the best skilled at operations. I'm the best at product development. I would say more specifically, like inventing new things. I would say that's the best thing I'm good at. Is like providing solutions or tech solutions to real estate professionals. What I'm really good at, and kind of, I guess, setting the vision. I would say I'm really good at setting the vision for the product is really good, especially with this new project. I can essentially, all the lessons I've learned from building AB, I now can apply them to this new venture I'm working on, and I actually really believe in this new company. And it's not like I'm going to be any less committed to AB, but it is something that I can actually control. So that's something that's in play right now. It is a beautiful sunny day. Most of Houston, I think about 600,000 people in Houston right now are without power, and I'm one of the 600,000 people right now. Apparently we're not going to get any electricity for another week or so. And right now I'm just kind of just at my friend's house, just tagging along and just working here for the meanwhile. And I feel really good, surprisingly. It was kind of freaky, like the first day without power, but at least I have cell service and I can kind of work and think stuff out. Because right now what I'm doing essentially is that when I'm without power, I'm kind of just like really strategically thinking about stuff and kind of thinking scenarios over, and really getting intentional with this new venture. So I'm excited to continue to grow Astro Blaster and to build it really huge. I'm also really excited to grow the Dispo Genius product that I'm building right now, and I have a really big vision for it, and I have the team to support it. Now, do I have the proper resources? Yes, I think I do have the proper resources. It's just everything needs to be strategically done, and I think it's actually the perfect time to do this. Okay, so yeah, I have like eight or so booked meetings next week. They all have signed NDAs, and essentially I'm gonna get them on as early adopters for my product. Sorry if it's hard to hear me, but my AC is not working for some reason. Essentially get them on as early adopters. Right now, I'm putting all my time towards making the best product ever, because I realize, like, a lot of what comes to a great company or a really thriving company is going to be the product itself. The marketing and everything else is just stuff around the product, but the product is really where you shine, and where you're going to get actual people advocating for your product or service. Is like, if you just have a really, really good product or a really, really good service, then it almost just sells itself. Because, you know, I'm with this specific one, I'm actually really focused on growing it just for word of mouth. And one, because I'm not looking for thousands of people. I'm only looking for like a handful of, not a handful, but I would say like 25-ish people in the beginning, Q3, and then have a smaller scale launch, and build so much damn hype for it, and not just fucking fluff hype, like fake hype, like real, actual hype, and we actually have data to support it, like, and all this stuff. So, like, so confident in this new product. The only thing we gotta make sure of is that we get user adoption right, we make sure the onboarding experience is amazing, and we have the proper customer service in place and all that, because I've learned so much from growing Astro Blaster that, like, customer service is such a big part of it. But also, customer service is is not as important when you have a really great product. When you have a really great product, like, customer service is only a supplement. For a lot of people, customer service actually ends up having to be the thing holding the business. I'm sorry guys, there's so much sound all over the place. I'm gonna try to shut it down now. But essentially, like, if you have a really great product, everything else in the business becomes really, really easy. Like, you don't have to stress about, you know, how can we, like the folk. I'm not saying you don't need a really great customer service department, but it's a lot easier when you have a really, really great product that's easy to use, that actually provides value, and that serves a purpose. Like, it really serves a purpose. So, and the truth is, a lot of products don't have a really great world-class product. So that's what I'm trying to build, and that's what I know I'm building right now, is a great product that's easy to use, that's easy to adopt, that provides real value to a wholesale company. Not just something that is just pie in the sky, something that actually provides real value, and that I know that provides real value to a wholesale company. I think this idea I'm going to patent, for sure. Like, there's a milestone, like, everything is strategic. Like, I'm attacking this really strategically, and I'm really making sure that I'm playing my puzzle pieces, like my chess pieces, right, and moving in the right place. So I'm really I've also been reading the 48 Laws of Power, and the first lesson is to never outshine the master. The second one is, I believe, to never put too much trust in friends, and learn how to use enemies. The third one is, man, I forgot. Probably something like never reveal your intentions, or something like cover up your intention. And like the fourth is probably like cohort attention somehow. I don't know. I've just been reading that like essentially every night. I didn't read it last night, but it's like no power. Like, there's really no power. Most of the day I'm just at my friend's house, because he actually has power. And working, but that's been really good for me. It's like just from 9 to about 9:30, or actually 9:30 to 10, I will have like already brushed my teeth, whatnot, and put my contacts off, and then kind of, I think I probably already took so I take sleep supplements, put my nose strip on, brush my teeth, take off contacts, put my red light glasses on, or the blue light blocking glasses, and then just read until I get really, really tired. And then that's how I fall asleep now. One of the two biggest bad habits I have right now is, sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes on the weekend I will wake up a little later than usual, and I will just go straight to my phone. But on the weekdays I won't. Like, the weekdays I know that's like so damaging that I just like won't do that, because like that like literally destroys my morning. It either destroys my morning or it motivates me so much that I'm a piece of shit that I just spent like an hour on my phone before getting up, that I'm just like kind of super motivated for the rest of the day. But that usually doesn't happen as of lately. But yeah, it sucks not having power, but I feel like everything's a blessing in disguise. I try to find, usually like everything that happens that we see bad is always there's always some good in it. There's always like some sort of lesson behind every quote-unquote L that you take. So this is not controllable. Apparently there's like some areas in Houston where there's gonna be a couple weeks without power, which is pretty insane. Our area might get back power in a couple of days. I don't know yet. I hope it doesn't like affect anything at work. I'll just be at my friend's house to work. In the meanwhile, I'm going back to drop off this power bank, and also get a mouse right now. So it's cool, whatever. I really get the idea now of like why people say work on the weekends. It's like you'll literally get back like 100. I think it's like 100 some days just by working on the weekend. Like it's like insane. It's like an insane number. Just working on the weekends. Some people may disagree with me. I like working on the weekends. Okay, like what the fuck? I like working on the weekends. I really enjoy it. But you just have to have shit to do. You know? That's really how you get ahead. It's like, imagine you had 2 more extra days in your work. It's like you'd essentially be like way fast. It's crazy. So things are starting to become a little more well-oiled. things are starting to become better right now. I think as I get to like know more of the people in the space, I get to find out that a lot of people really don't have well-oiled machines, and a lot of times it's just fucking total chaos. And I'm gonna be the one to say that like what you see on social media is actually not what's real. Like you may think I'm a very successful dude, and I am, but not as I would say not as what people think, because there's a lot more to it. Like someone could say, yeah, we just did 300K this month, but is that 300K take home, or is that 300K revenue? Because you can have 300K revenue and you can only be taking home fucking 10K. Like it's a real reality for a lot of businesses that don't make a ton of revenue, but their margins are so low. It's like dude, I would make more working at a fucking McDonald's. But it's about what you own and whatnot. But I really don't like the fact that there's just not enough transparency in the space of like, this is not really what's real. Like what's real is that building a business is really fucking hard. And especially what I'm building, like a SaaS company, and not to just like make people feel bad about me, but it's like building a SaaS company is probably one of the hardest businesses to build these days. Like it's with no doubt about it, it's definitely one of the top 3 hardest companies to build. It's very hard to start, and it's also very, very hard to kind of keep up with the ever-changing, especially with AI now. AI is not just a buzzword anymore. It's like it's becoming really real. That it's gonna replace the bottom half of the job marketplace, and it's gonna increase that gap between really, really high school people and the mediocre, just past a qualification test kind of skill sets. So it's going to make the experts go even farther, and the noobs end up getting replaced because they're noobs. They're not actually they don't know how to actually guide the AI. With the experts, they know how to direct the AI, and they know what's right and what's wrong and how to do whatnot. So they're actually going to become even more valuable in the marketplace with the addition of more advanced models that ChatGPT or Google and all of them come out with. So that's the reality there. And I don't know how this conversation turned into AI, but I'm here now. I'll catch you guys later. I have a lot of work to do. I might film a time lapse, but I'll see you guys soon.